Hi everybody and welcome to Heel Heat. This is our Ring of Honor show for the week. My name is George Coles and let's go right into it. First off, the theme of the night is we have 3 first round matches in the World Title Tournament. The first one is Tommaso Ciampa versus Silas Young. I thoroughly enjoyed this match. This match was nice, it was hard hitting, it was crisp. These two had a good chemistry in the ring with each other. Dare to say, I think this was the match of the night, and it's, I mentioned the other 2 matches. It's kind of hard to believe, but Tommaso Ciampa, I think he's probably one of the breakout stars this year in Ring of Honor, coming back from that injury. I can only see bigger and better things for Ciampa. If he doesn't win this tournament, I see him winning the title. If not by the end of this year, sometime early next year, but he was really good in this. Silas Young, no slouch either. I mean, it was a damn good match. Tommaso Ciampa picks up the win. They don't shake afterward. Silas Young refuses to. Kind of fits with his character. I thought it was a good match, though. Really, really great way to open up the show. Then we went into our second match of the night. Probably the most controversial match on this tournament. Mike Bennett, or Michael Bennett as he likes to go by now, versus BJ Whitmer. Now we all know the story. We all seen the posts, the YouTube video, everything they put out way before this. This is a match where Bennett pile drives Whitmer on the apron and breaks his neck or stinger or whatever it may be. I think it's a stinger. With some nerve damage. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, folks. I mean, I honestly forget because there were 2 or 3 different reports that came out. I know that Whitmer's not wrestling right now, and in the very soon future, I believe next weekend, he's going to be at a Ring of Honor show to talk about his future. So maybe he's retired, maybe he'll come back, maybe it's a swerve retirement, who knows. I thought the match up until that spot was good. The one downfall of the Ring of Honor show this week, they had it end with that. Todd Sinclair, the referee, calls for the bell. The EMTs come out. However, they cut away from it, and they don't bring it up again during the show, so we don't get an idea of what might be going on with him. Maybe I missed it in the commentary, but I don't think I heard him mention it at all. But other than that, up until the spot, it was a pretty decent match. I mean, going along the lines of the first match, nice, good, hard-hitting, clean, straightforward matchup. Now, the main event of the night was Paul London versus Michael Elgin in a clash of styles. You have the high-flying speedster and Paul London, who can defy gravity with his aerial expertise. And we have the monster, Michael Elgin, who's, I think, this generation's Rhino. The comparisons have been there. A lot of people have made them. Kind of stout, stocky power wrestler. I thought this was another excellent match. Paul London pulled out some awesome moves. At one point, he hits a picture-perfect shooting star press. Michael Elgin hits the delayed vertical from the outside in. Superplex, gets the buckle bomb, the spinning power bomb for the win. I thought this was another fantastic match. Ring of Honor really stepped up and hit the balls out of the park this week. I would say home run, double home run. I mean, you had 2 really great matches and one match that, due to injuries, could have been great, but, still pretty good. I thought this was awesome. I thought the little things they had, everything about it was just straightforward. This is why you love Ring of Honor. This is why I tune into Ring of Honor, to see great wrestling and great wrestlers. I hope that Paul London sticks around for an extended amount of time. He's someone that I think the industry has broken him a little bit, and I believe he's even said it himself on a shoot interview that I've seen at some point. But he's fantastic in the ring. He's got a lot of tools. I mean, he just never got the huge push. I mean, I think his biggest downfall in wrestling is laughing when Vince McMahon was supposedly dead, and that pretty much ended any push he got there. It's been a while since he was in Ring of Honor. He's done some great things in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla since that time. But coming back onto a more national stage in Ring of Honor, I always wondered why TNA never picked him up, to be honest with you. He'd be a great X Division wrestler and even a great world champion there. I mean, he'd be a great Ring of Honor world champion. Unfortunately, he doesn't move forward in this. Someone had to win, and Michael Elgin was the guy in this match. But still, really great match. Great main event. Tommaso Ciampa and Silas Young. Wow, what an amazing match. Like, just a good old-fashioned slobber knocker, to quote our friend JR, who just retired recently. Great matches all the way through. I'm going to go right into our rating system. Actually, before I do that, there is something I wanted to mention. I don't know if you guys have paid attention, but a couple weeks back, I made a bet with my friend, the Mass Tweeter, at MassTweeterX on Twitter, iwxshow.com. He's the main host there. He also does YouTube videos, Mass Tweeter. I believe it's Mass TweeterX or just Mass Tweeter. We made a bet. We bet on the Monday Night Football game, and I know this is a wrestling show. Just indulge me for a few seconds, folks. The bet was if my Philadelphia Eagles win, the Mass Tweeter has to take off his mask. If his Washington Redskins win, I have to cut my hair. Philadelphia Eagles win. Lo and behold, I still have my long brown hair. The Mass Tweeter, he took off his mask, only to have another mask under it. Very nefarious there, Mr. Tweeter. What kind of a man would hide his face under two masks? But just had to throw that out there. Watch his video. It's very funny. It's very entertaining. No hard feelings here, brother. I was thoroughly entertained. You pulled me in. I got swerved just like everybody else. It is what it is. The heel gets another heel. But back to the show. Now that I've taken my little sidetrack, kind of like a Jerry Garcia jam session. We start off with one song, end somewhere else, come back to the song that we started with, and we're going right into the rating system. If you've watched the show in the past, you know we have a 1 to 5 scale. We have 1 being the worst, 5 being the best, going 5 all the way, 5 times, sucker. This was one of the really great Ring of Honor shows. I thoroughly enjoyed it. This is the kind of show that shows you what's different about Ring of Honor and what makes Ring of Honor special. But basically, that's all I have to say about this. My name is George Coles, and this has been another episode of Heel Heat.